Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss about Neos Therapeutics, and what we can see that although this is a weekly chart, so it looks small, but from the lows it has risen by almost 88 or 90% on the upside. So we are going to discuss about that and how do we look at the trend, overall trend. We are going to discuss that as well because it's very important to understand here the overall trend, because from the highs of 2015 the stock has gone down to the lows of 2020, and it's a brutal fall. There is no denying that. So that's why what we are going to do, we are going to analyze the overall trend so that we have an idea about the current position of the trend and how does the trend looks like in its current trend, and where could it probably go once this trend sustain or this trading bounce sustain. So we are going to discuss all of those, but before that, if you haven't subscribed my channel, hit on the subscription button and also hit on the notification bell to get the notification of my upcoming videos. Now as you can see here, we have a pitch perfect trend line which has given support to this particular stock in the last 4 or 5 years. So it's a very dominating support line, as you can see here, and it gives you an ample amount of confidence that if the support line holds, then obviously what we are going to look is an uptrend. But if the stock falls below the support line, then you will have something to worry about. So this is what you can get from this trend line. Now look at this one. You will have a fair amount of idea about how the stock is moving. Okay, so here is the trend, and now you can see you have your support and a resistance level. And furthermore, what you can do here is something like this. Okay, or rather what we could do, we use the same channel and apply the same trend. Okay, so here you have, this will be much better. So you have a trend here right now. Now then understand the trend here. What we are looking at firstly is simply a bounce back, nothing else. So you have your big support at zero point 0.4. So if the stock falls below 0.4, obviously there will not be any trade left after the stock falls below 0.4. Okay, so as simple as that. On the upside, you will have your first resistance or target, that will be in between 1.1 and yep, 1.1 to 1.3, or 1.09 to 1.3. These are the two levels which one should look at, and if it crosses this level, then what we are going to look at is a range which will be in between 1.7 and 2.14. Okay, so this is the two most important range which one should look at, because these are not only the resistance of the trend line, of this big trend line, but this will define the bounce back going forward. Okay, so let me just remove these two. So first of all, as the uptrend trading bounce back has started, so your first resistance will be in between 1.9 and 1.09 and 1.13. But if it successfully crossed above that, so the next resistance will come at $2. Okay, now if the stock sustain above $2, so it should not be a bounce back, it should sustain above $2. So if it happens, then we are going to look at the next level, which will be 3.7. Okay, now above 3.7 we will have our next resistance or target, okay, here. Okay, these two things. Okay, so above 3.75 we have 71, we have $5, and after that we have 6.5, probably you have 9.4, and finally you have $13. I will not go beyond $13 because anyhow from the current level reach, so starting from the current level to $13 is anyhow 1400%, although it is very much possible that it could reach 1400% in a span of single trading session, as it is very much visible in most of the stocks. So having said that, what we are going to think is it should be better if we take it in a normal way and consider that it will take a couple of months to reach for this target if it indeed a considerable amount of break trading bounce back, which we can see in this particular stock. But for that we need to look at the levels as I've already explained you. But remember that the most important level is the support level, which is at zero point 0.4. So if the stock falls below zero point 0.4, then obviously there is no reason to hold any position. Okay, that's the most important thing to understand. And going up or reaching toward the upper end of the range, what we have is your first target, which will be in between 1.09 and 1.3. Then you have $2, and furthermore you have all lots of subsequent levels on the upside, which one need to look at. Okay, so in this way you can approach that. But if there is any big swing which we don't know right now will happen, then what you need to do, you need to assess your situation, that whether you have made enough, okay, out of this trade, or are you still want to carry on. So that's the decision you need to take here. This is the end of the video. If you like this content, do share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe my channel. Lastly, take care of your family and friends.